given his debut in place of usual number 1, Aishi Manula. Well, not here in presence, but certainly in spirit. President of Tanzania, Samia Suluhu Hassan, wished the country's senior male football team all the best as the Taifa Stars take on the Atlas Lions. Congratulating them on their victory on match day 1. And although she's traveling to Dubai, said she'll be watching from the first to the last minute. Adel Amrouche welcoming Walid Regragui, who has certainly made himself an internationally known coach. But before taking the Morocco job, he'd done fabulous work, winning titles at each of his 3 clubs, Fus Rabat, Al Dual in Qatar, and of course at Wydad Casablanca, where he did the Batola and CAF Champions League double. Amazingly, he almost lost out the Morocco job to Walter Mazzari, who's just gone in at Napoli to rescue things after a failed spell of Rudi Garcia. Now, Walid Regragui trying to get one over Algerian coach Adel Amrouche, who is trusting his squad and sending out a much changed lineup from the clash with Niger. For Morocco, Bilal El Kanous wearing number 23, just a 7th cap. They're still the old guard that have taken Morocco to new heights. But there is a whole line of young talent trying to push for those coveted red shirts. Football uniting the world. Now everyone in Dar es Salaam uniting ahead of the anthems of Morocco, and of course the hosts at the marvelous Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium, Tanzania.
بشعار الله الوطن الملك.
Well, a huge come on. Tanzania certainly asking an awful lot, but there's great hope and expectation from a capacity crowd here in Dar es Salaam. The Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium absolutely buzzing. Can they witness something special? So Tanzania with some surprises. Ali Samata, the talisman, even Dixon Job on the bench, having started against Niger, but Ais Salum Manula giving up the gloves to debutant Kwesi Kawawa. 21-year-olds come through Swedish football. A huge ask. Charles Umombwa scored the only goal, a deflected one, but a priceless one against Niger. He'll be hoping to be a winner again. It's been led by Imid Mkami. Roman Saiz waiting patiently. And now the passing and the coin toss. So building up towards kickoff, and Morocco go with a strong starting 11. Yassine Bono in goals, Ashraf Hakimi as ever down the right, Noasir Azaroui down the left, Sufyan Amrabat collecting his 50th cap, Amin Adli been a star for Bayer Leverkusen. In midfield with Amin Avi and Ziyech, with the young El Kanous supporting Youssef En Nasseri. Well, they're certainly looking to use the crowds, and no wonder. The base of the defence built by the young Africans, who will face off against Wydad Casablanca in the CAF Champions League. In fact, Simba, Bono making last preparations as we edge ever closer to kickoff. And underway here at the Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium, Tanzania taking on Morocco on match day 2 of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers in Africa. Intimidating arena, but Morocco certainly broad enough shoulders to take on the challenge. Of course, it was very different at the Qatar 2022 World Cup. We turned truth to be the nominal home side. Equally sparkling atmosphere here. Well, that's an early decision for Kwesi Kawawa, a debutant at 21 years age, taking no chances, and then thankful to his defence. Musajo Lowakenda getting in the way of Youssef En Nassiri. A short corner, they'll have to keep their wits about. The Morocco start to get a fair pace. Well, it's a penalty. Barely a minute in. Well, the referee isn't interested in Tanzanian complaints. And what a start. Amin Adli taking the high fives. Going down under the challenge from Novatus Mirosh. And It's an early penalty. Moroshi on loan at Shakhtar Donetsk. Played 90 minutes of Champions League football in a defeat for the Ukrainians against Porto. He's now made it quite the debut for Kwesi Kawawa, already clearing sensibly when it might have been deemed a pass back. And just a few seconds later, Achraf Hakimi has a chance to net from the spot. The PSG fullback certainly knows his way to goal, but he's absolutely made a mess of it. A huge let-off. Hakimi getting right under it. Kwesi Kawawa might not have saved it, but he celebrated nonetheless, and well he might. His debut clean sheet somehow remains intact. And the 25-year-old Madrid-born Moroccan star just getting too much elevation. Eight goals for his country. But his last came more than a year and a half ago. You won't get many easier or better opportunities than from 12 yards. Well, Kawawa, quite a while of the first few minutes as an international goalkeeper. Amin Adli only in his fourth cap. The Bayer Leverkusen creator, creating the situation that led to the penalty. And yet Hakimi has made sure it remains goalless. A 50th cap for Sofiane Amrabat. Having an interesting time as ever at Manchester United. The roller coaster ride that is being on the playing staff at Old Trafford. Dancing on the sidelines is Adel Amrouche. Desperate to see his players not overawed or overpowered. But as one would expect, it's all possession for the Atlas Lions. Curve ball from Roman Saiz. The captain can't play it into the run of El Kharouz. Will be frustrated. Didn't quite come off. Chance for Tanzania to take a breath. It's been more of a breathless opening few minutes. Maybe a chance to try and push forward. Overkicking though. Kibu Dennis Prosper, a willing runner. He was never going to catch that. Novatus Moroshi with a tough start to the match. 21-year-old giving away a penalty, but certainly found some salvation in the finish. Amrabat out to Hakimi. Ziyech, though, is the one to swing it in. They'll have a corner. Hard to hear. Angie Manosa just trying to get a message across. short option of Bilal El Kanous. Already 2 assists in the young winger's international career, starting with that famous victory over Brazil. To the danger area. First high in the air. Amin Avi of Marseille wins it back. Twisting and turning. Romain Saiss cleared away by
¿Y ahora cuál es el siguiente paso? Asume nuevas responsabilidades, planifica nuevos retos y lidera un cambio real. Cambia tu perspectiva. Replantéate la idea de éxito.
Pon en tu web mejores opciones, que tus directos no tengan parones y capacidad para vender aún más.
Dinos lo que tú haces. Nosotros nos encargamos del resto. Ionos, tu solución digital.
Bakary Mwagneto, better known as Nondo, the young African centre-back, alongside his club teammate Ibrahim Ahmad. We're going to be fully tested tonight. We'll be looking forward to CAF Champions League football with young Africans. Drawn in Group D with Al Ali, Belouizdad and Medeama. Wydad Casablanca, the only Moroccan side, incredibly, to make Champions League group stage, face off with Tanzanian club Simba, as well as Mimosas and Galaxy. And they've survived up to this point, Tanzania. Naya Fagan looking too enamoured with the decision against him. Long ball. Saiss under it. Amrabat. And then Saiss hits the deck. Started his career in France. But after leaving Angers for Wolves, good spell with the English club. Now via Turkey and Qatar. Currently on loan at Al Shabab in the Saudi Pro League. Kawawa. That's it, Maroshi. Ahmad not taking any chances, just launching high. Certainly not your modern ball-playing defender. Maroshi late to it, but Ahmad with a good ball out. The crowd desperate to get behind the Taifa Stars. Mwakenda. Touch for Captain Amin Mikani. Very interesting, Adel Amrouche hoping to frustrate Morocco and then send on his talisman Ali Samata. Maybe felt it was going to be too much to play away at Niger and then face Morocco, needing fresh legs. He's certainly plenty of those out there. And the spin goes down under the challenge. Haji Unonga not getting anything from the referee. Spinning on the ball and winning a very enticing position for a free kick. Coca-Cola Umomwa with the deflected effort that ended with the winning goal. Beating Saiss to the ball. And the crowd making a wonderful racket. Bono absolutely fuming, trying to make sure attentive, standing over it. The man who gave away the penalty, Novatus Miroshi. 14th cap, he's got 2 goals. Both ended in victories, but not against the standard of opposition tonight in Dar es Salaam. But he's not a million miles away, although Bono might claim that he was getting to it. Well known at Shakhtar Donetsk from Zud Varachem. Originally coming through the ranks at Azam FC for a spell with Tel Aviv. And it could be the first booking of the match. Looks so. Nasir Mazraoui into the book. There were 9 yellow cards. Tanzania's first outing against Niger. Could be another bruising battle. Just a lazy leg left out by the normal right back on the books at Bayern Munich. 3 assists in 9 Bundesliga appearances this season, as well as 1 created in the Champions League. Draghi frustrated. They could have been off to the perfect start. Former right back himself. I know the challenge is asking of Mazraoui, filling on the left, but of course Hakimi fully cemented right back position. Ball lofted in, but Bono unchallenged. Exciting times for both these countries. Morocco will host the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. The tournament 2 years later will be hosted in East Africa. Tanzania being joined by Uganda and Kenya to host the premier African continental tournament. And of course then, 3 years after that, in 2030, Morocco hosting alongside Spain and Portugal the World Cup, which will start in Uruguay, Argentina and Paraguay to celebrate 100 years of the biggest footballing show on earth. After their stunning run in Qatar, Morocco will not want to take any chances of missing out in the North American edition. Canada, United States and Morocco await. Top dogs in each of the 9 groups will qualify directly for FIFA's 2026 World Cup. Tanzania with an early advantage, having already got a matchday 1 win under their belt. This is Morocco's first outing since finishing their Africa Cup of Nations qualifying group against Liberia. Of course, a match that was postponed after the awful scenes of the 2023 Marrakesh Safi earthquake in September. This is just their second competitive match since then. No touch from Amin Adli. Sufyan Amrabat is ever keeping things ticking in the engine room. Wants the ball from Aguerd. Instead, the West Ham man picks an absolute peach of a ball. No wonder Hakim Ziyech applauds. Now on the books, the 30-year-old winger at Galatasaray. Ziyech, after finally escaping Chelsea, although just on loan, the former Ajax man, with a goal and an assist in 5 Superliga outings. Hakimi. Ziyech back to the PSG star, but it's not been the best of starts to the match. That's better. Oh, won it and taken late. Referee happy to play advantage. Aminari certainly wasn't much of an advantage, but Hakimi demanding the ball back. Ziyech with a brilliant ball, and had he just directed it down instead of up and over, it might have been the opening goal from Youssef En-Nesyri. Great movement between the centre backs, and he just got right under it. Usually so much better in the air. Still on the books, Youssef En-Nesyri at Sevilla. It's been a tumultuous time of it, facing relegation, and a change of coach, and winning once again the UEFA Europa League. And then again, a tough start to the season, which has left them mid-table. And again, another management change. There's a great chance. Youssef En-Nesyri, 17 international goals, has the chance to move above former Arsenal striker Marouane Chamakh in the nation's all-time scoring charts. 26-year-old needs a brace, though, to do that. And of course, Chamakh written into the short history of this fixture. He scored the opening goal when they faced off in Morocco, October 2011. Morocco with 3 wins from their 4 meetings. But the home side have won in the last 3 clashes, although this fixture coming 10 years, 4 months since the last time. Saïs taking no chances there, electing to head out with Kibu Dennis Prosper hoping to profit. Tanzania did well despite losing the last clash between them away in Morocco. Down to 10 men for the majority of the match, and yet only losing 2-1. So far here, the Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium remains goalless after 20 minutes, despite the fact Achraf Hakimi missed a second-minute penalty after Hamid Adli had been felled in the area. No surprise that, had it been converted, would have changed the whole pattern of the match. Tanzania, for now, able to still sit in and try and be defensively vigilant. Hakimi losing the ball and losing the battle. Ziyech coming to help, and Hakimi eventually gets a toe on the ball. Well won back. to try and play those long diagonals. Amrabat trying to keep tabs but slipping. So Peter Bajana doing brilliantly. Referee playing excellent advantage. Space for Mwakenda. They'll run through Nondo. Captain comes short. Kami a little bit loose with his pass, but no danger. A brave move from coach Adel Amrouche. A debut to Kawawa in goals. It's a first ever start for Maurice Abraham, the number 8, who only came on for the last minute or so against Niger as a substitute. Overall, after surviving that penalty scare, Tanzania just growing into the contest somewhat. Rondo to Ahmad, the young African centre-backs helping. And now, two-time, the last two Tanzanian champions reached the Confederation Cup final, only to lose out away goals to Usam Alger. And so unfortunate, Kibu Dennis Prosper, to slip when he did. But now, picking the pocket of Amrabat, taking the shot. They could only fire down the throat of Bono. He was just asking for a little bit of calm. Calm is certainly not what's going on in the stands. That's really added fuel. Already fabulous atmosphere. Given a lot of encouragement as well from how the Taifa Stars are growing in confidence. That could be silenced very quickly if they're not maintaining concentration. Ziyech swings it in. Fine header away, all the way back to Agard. Favoured right. Mazraoui certainly do lose that in drive down the left. Do of course have Wydad Casablanca's Yaya Atiatala on the bench. Lovely defensive play, but now Ziyech wants to be left for him. Whips his boot around it. And good communication from the three blue shirts to just let the ball roll out. Maybe a little frustrated, hands on hips. Knew this would be a battle. Not sure how much intent, but Amin Adli clearly handling the ball. Just trying to get the message across, Adel Amrouche. So far. Zakini missed spot kick the opening few minutes. It's been a tense affair. Bono with a couple of saves. Kawawa, for the most part, has gone untested. Charge and run from Akimi.
El partido de la semana, dirían algunos. No me extraña, vamos. La expectativa de este encuentro está por las nubes. Si queréis saber quién ganará hoy, no le quitéis el ojo. Hola.
Strong battle there from Amin Adli, winning the ball, and Amin Adli just tidying up. Amin Adli. Mazraoui. Amrabat. Thought about spraying it, but Ziyech.
Todos lo prometido es deuda y aquí hemos venido a Goodison Park, a Liverpool, para narrar este partidazo. Soy Miguel Ángel Román y me voy a encargar de la narración. Y a mi lado, una leyenda, DJ. Tenemos por delante un magnífico duelo. Preparado ya el Everton, que intentará superar al Al-Nassr.
Hola compañero, tengo tantas ganas de ver este partido que me gustaría jugarlo hasta mí.
Otavio la roba y evita que la jugada vaya más. Peligro al hueco. Finaliza la jugada sin premio alguno. Ya conocemos el 11 del equipo de casa. Cristiano saca la bola de ahí evitando problemas mayores. Manda el balón hacia atrás. Pickford saca la pelota con una parada de manual. El centro directamente a la olla. Creo que hoy Mané va a dar que hablar, Mario.
Es un jugador muy habilidoso con el balón. Los defensas no saben muy bien cómo defenderlo. Si le entras se va de ti, si le aguantas sabe cómo liártela. Es una auténtica pesadilla.
Pueden ponerse por delante. ¡Gol! Pero si esto acaba de empezar. Se detiene el juego para señalar esa falta. Le hace gestos de advertencia. Me da que aún no quiere sacar tarjetas.
Me parece bien. Quiere marcar límites sin desatar una lluvia de amonestaciones.
Balón para Mané. Buen robo de balón en campo propio. Cuidado porque la puede liar. Esto puede acabar en gol. Y para ese disparo. Segunda ocasión desde la esquina. Para adentro, ya ganan por 2 tantos.
Volvemos a ver el gol repetido. Han sacado en corto y el centro perfecto al área. Y el remate de cabeza ha sido para enmarcarlo o hacer un poste. Un golazo.
Acaban de doblar su ventaja, 2-0. ¡Qué destreza con el balón! Y esa parece insalvable. ¡Qué reacción al disparo! En cualquier caso no habría valido porque se había metido en fuera de juego. Marcelo Brozovic. A ver si puede. Ha ido con todo. No me sorprendería si lo amonestara. Balón para Brozovic. Balón para Fofana. Oportunidad para meter presión. El balón se cuela. Gol, 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 gol. El empate está más cerca. Se ha ido de su marcador. ¿Qué hará ahora? Tira, tira, que te lo pide tu hinchada. Y entra. ¡Gol! Se marchan por 2 goles en el marcador. Está muy cerca. Paradón de los que le comen la moral a los rivales.
Totalmente seguro que a la próxima no vas a ver ni cómo chutar.
¡Qué peligro tiene eso! Roba el balón cerca del área rival. Intervención vital para evitar el peligro. Corta el centro y está libre de marca. Posesión para el equipo contrario. Yao. Puede ser gol. Menuda parada. Espectacular. No la suelta, quiere crear una ocasión. Va a haber puerta seguro. Y cae otro. Gol, 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 gol. La ventaja empieza a ser muy importante. Se va de su par y esto promete. Pues lo siento mucho, me he equivocado. No volverá a suceder. Han recuperado la pelota. Tiene apoyos a su alrededor. Se lo ha puesto demasiado fácil. El servicio va hacia el segundo palo. Finaliza la secuencia de juego sin éxito. Veremos si no se lleva una amonestación una vez termine la jugada. Se la ha jugado y es lo que hay. Puede ser expulsión. La roja era la única opción posible para sancionar esa falta.
Sí, no hay otra interpretación. Ha cortado una centrala de gol con entrada antes de la jugada.
Tanzania currently down 121. So it was always going to be a monstrous task.
Consigue interceptar el balón. Nadie le sale a defender mientras avanza por la banda.
And it's ended up in the net, but the referee blowing for a free kick, I think maybe.
Recupera el Everton. Acabará esto en gol. Y otro gol más. Gol, 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 gol.
Get it. Awkward header off the back of his head in the city. Ziyech again, creating danger. Doesn't look an awful lot wrong with that.
Madre mía.
Adley now winning a free kick, or, well, thought it was so he thought. Penalised. Maybe the ball coming off his hand.
Explico cómo ha reaccionado tan rápido.
Yo tampoco, el tiro era desde muy cerca, sorprendente.
Madre mía, qué forma tan buena de defender. Puede sacarle partido a ese recurso. Oportunidad de las buenas. Cuidado con el contragolpe que lleva peligro. Balón para Mané. Menuda papeleta. Ha decidido parar la jugada como fuese y me parece que se puede ir a la calle. Ya saben lo que dice el reglamento en estos casos. Si es la última línea de defensa y es jugada clara de gol, es roja.
Sí, en estos casos la roja no admite discusión.
Brutal. Mucha clase desviando un balón que ya se colaba en la portería. A ver cómo patean este córner.
Abraham helping out. But Hakimi now. Love the little back heel, gets absolutely cut down in his prime. The yellow card handed out to.
¡Venga, chutas o no! Lapor se coloca en la trayectoria. Providencial. E intercepta el pase. Deben ponerse las pilas, ahí hay demasiado espacio. Va a tirar, va a tirar. ¡Qué parada! Ha lanzado el centro hacia el área. Gol, 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 gol. Ahí llega el hat-trick. Menudo partido se ha marcado.
El primer.
So Hakimi missed the penalty. Ziyech scored an absolute thumper. If the keeper may have been unsighted.